Here we go for Dynasty Diaries, Season 4, Week 3. Just a recap. So last week we talked to our defending national champion, Zayyyvo, where he spoke about what's going on with him. Freshman Phenom was Zay West with LSU. And this week we have a showdown with LSU and TCU. So let's get right into it. I want to say this was a very interesting matchup because LSU, so last season, I think I mentioned before, I thought LSU going into the playoffs, I thought LSU and Miami had the best chances of taking it all. And obviously I was wrong because neither one of them made it to the finals. And TCU, if you listen to the first episode, North Carolina won the second national championship, and he accepted an offer at a different school, which happened to be TCU. So you're looking at a former national champion versus a contender in this game. So, as you can see, just starting off, LSU is just moving the ball. And I got to say, this game was really thrilling, went down to the wire, and was just very interesting all the way through. And I have to say, it was a fun game to watch. And, it kept you on your toes really the whole game. And you see LSU gets off to the early lead, just driving the ball down the field. And TCU basically just comes right back. And, this game was basically a back and forth game the whole time, all four quarters, and came down to the wire, which is probably how I got game of the week. And right there, TCU just hit him with a bomb over the top, ties it up. So now we're like late in the second quarter, right before the half. TCU goes up and goes in with the lead at the half. So right now you have LSU playing from behind, and then TCU comes with this. And now we're talking like late in the third, and they go down, and obviously in the red zone, they end up punching it in. Now they're up 21-7. And this is late in the third, so obviously we're going into the fourth quarter. LSU's down by 2 scores, and this is a tough situation to be in. This is a clutch drive right here to get it within the score. So they really, really need this touchdown on this drive right here. So they're punching it in, and they just they were just working. I actually felt like they took a lot of time off the clock, but now LSU's defense has to stand up. They got to stand the F up. So right now, I'm sure he's thinking his defense got to make it stop, but
not so fast, my friend.
He could go all the way.
So LSU scores, gets within a touchdown, and they're right back where they started, down 2 in the fourth. So now this drive is, of course, still very crucial. So he starts off running and, keeps the clock moving on a short gain. So obviously he has to go no huddle, and he comes out. Now this guy, Freshman Phenom, see if he can come through in the clutch. The freshman under pressure late in the game with everything on the line, and got HBK calling a bunch of hot routes, and he throws it deep, and his tight end comes up with a clutch catch. Still, clock moving. He still has to keep it moving. Still has to make another play. And he's looking, drops back, catches dude with a dot out of bounds on the sideline. Perfect play. So now he can set up a play to try to get in and see if he can score. And, of course, he punches it in. So now he's down the score, just under 4 minutes left. And TCU is trying to work the clock, and then he comes up with this play right here. And this was so clutch on LSU's part. Clutch pick. And now the freshman Phenom has to make a play. Let's see if he can do it. "81 yards. The freshman Phenom comes through with a remarkable play, playing like a senior vet, a fifth-year senior. Dude is clutch as hell. But let's get it. 41 seconds left, and now he gets to tie the game and send it to overtime. Now, who in their right mind is going to send it to overtime? We finna end this right here, right now. So, of course, he goes for 2. And he comes through, catches the tight end out in the flat. And now TCU is under desperation. Now, right here, I have to say, I think he thought he got out of bounds because I personally think he should have called a timeout, but he didn't. And so when he comes out, he realizes the clock is coming down. He wasted time. He uses the timeout. I'm not gonna say wasted. Should have called it beforehand. And he probably could have got a couple more plays if he got the tight end. I'm sorry, got the timeout in. But right here, ball just bounces around. Now, of course, he has one shot at a Hail Mary, and he's gonna throw it up and okay, he gets the pick, and LSU pulls that out. That was a hell of a game. So now let's get into the freshman phenom for this week. So this week, fortunately, PS2 legend did not discover Juan Daniel when him and I played. He's a freshman. He hadn't really, I guess he hadn't checked out his roster, but this is a freshman with elite depth trait. He's 86 overall as a freshman. That's crazy. I am so glad he did not play him against me because our game might have went different if that happened because this dude is electric. And, PS2 does have good stick work, which you're going to see in these two highlights. But, I think the SEC is going to have to deal with him for a couple years because, 86 overall as a freshman with elite depth trait, that's just freaking scary and kind of insane. But anyway, let's get into these highlights so you can see what he did. Now, on this first play, this is like early in the game, and he just breaks out, and I think this was his first drive, and he just breaks for 70 yards, and he hit the hole. And PS2 legend did have some good stick work right here, and followed this block and did a really good job controlling him. Didn't do anything crazy and made that happen. Then right here, more stick work. He gets the hole, and then Colorado tries to come over and make the play. Then all you see is another big 60-yard run for Georgia, showing off his skills. Juan Daniel in the first game in his college career. Now let's take a look at his stats before we head out. 16 carries, 227 yards, 3 touchdowns. What a way to start. So on that note, I'm about to head out. See you guys next episode. Talk to you later. Peace.